it's really important to say what you mean. You know, if it's a yes, make sure that you're saying yes, and you're not saying yes when you really mean no, or when you mean maybe, or when you mean no, not yet. Okay? That's really, really important. And when it's a no, make sure that you say no in any way that you can find to be able to say no. I call it using your sacred no. The no that works for you, the no that protects you. And both of those are important words in our vocabulary and in self-expression. Yes, right, and no. And when it's not a yes or a no, it's a maybe. But the point here is that it's very important to mean what you say, and to be honest with yourself about how it is that you feel or what you're getting intuitively. And I'm talking about this today because I recently had an experience like this where I was having a conversation with someone who was interested in my helping them. And after explaining everything we were talking for like half an hour, I said, oh, does anything there sound interesting? Yes. Well, which direction would you like to go in? Well, I would like to do soul work. So you would like to do soul work? Yes. Okay, great. How about if we start with taking a look at your soul profile? Yes. When would you like to start? Would you like to start today? Yes. And on and on and on. So I'm hearing the yes, the yes, the yes, and the yes. So we organized this whole meeting and arrange all the details. And then today I get an email that says, you know what, we talked about that yesterday. I wasn't really 100% a yes. This is an example where someone was saying yes, 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 and it wasn't an honest yes. It wasn't authentic, and it wasn't ringing true at 100%. Now, when you're talking to somebody for half an hour, there's plenty of opportunity there to say, well, it sounds very interesting. I'd like to go in that direction at some point, but I'm not quite ready yet, But to lead someone on and keep saying yes, 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 So you're almost like it's almost like you're building a lie on yourself. For me, it's not a problem. You want to cancel the appointment? Great. No worries. But it reminded me. It reminded me this morning when I got that email. I thought, I can't believe how many people are still saying yes when they mean I don't know, or no, or not yet, or I don't know if it's a yes yet. And people who do the opposite too, they'll say no when they really want yes, because either they don't feel they deserve, what would give them what they want, so they say no, something like this. But the point is that you really have to be authentic, and you have to be honest with yourself first. Is it a yes, or is it a no, or is it a no, not yet, or is it a maybe? What really is it? And not to lead people on to believe that you feel a certain way, or that you are proving that it's a yes when it's not. Because then you're playing with somebody else. This is the kind of stuff that can lower your vibe, which is why I'm talking about it. You don't want to be lowering your vibe. You need to keep your vibe as high as you possibly can, because when your vibe is high, you're tapped into, the frequency of the essence of who you are. It's so important. It's so important to be authentic and true and real, and to not lead anybody on, and not to lead yourself on by lying to yourself. So those of you who are still doing that, you got to check yourself here and say, what is it that I really want to express? Is it a yes, or is it a no, or is it a no, not yet? What is it? And then articulate that and stand your ground and say it. And don't let something come out of your mouth that isn't true. It's just it's just not in your highest and best good. And so for those of you that are doing that, you're creating muck in your channel that connects directly to source. And then what the side effects of that are, your intuition doesn't work quite right. Your spirit guides don't know when to help you, because your vibration is no, but what you're shouting out and projecting to the universe is a yes. So you end up confusing not only the person that you're dealing with and your situation, but you confuse the universe, who you're co-creating your life with. You might be, confusing your spirit guides. So this is why it's so important to really find a way to be truthful to yourself and to express yourself with that kind of truth at all times, and have the courage to do so. If you find that you continue to do this, you continue to say things that you don't mean, you continue to not be completely honest in conversations and answering questions, right? You're going to find that you're going to have other problems, and you might think that they're coming at you, but it's self-created because you're causing energetic confusion that goes out into the universe. It's only when you are crystal clear, this comes right out of manifesting, only when you're crystal clear about what do I want, and being open to the way that you're going to get it, right? So you know that you want it, you open to the way that you're going to get it, because once you engage the universe as your co-creator, you might get something better than what it was that you were thinking that you wanted to get, right? Or how you wanted to get it. And then you need to see it as though it's already happened. So you know what it feels like when it's already happened, right? That's one of the really big keys. That vibration of already having had it is what ends up being the feeling, that you're going to be riding on as you're beginning to manifest. So be crystal clear about what you want, open about how you're going to get it, but you need to be committed to the actionable step that you need to take in order for it to happen. So if you're saying, you're saying one thing but you mean something else, well, your manifesting powers have just been weakened, probably exponentially. So that's sort of what I was that's what I was thinking about sharing with you today. If nobody had a question, was mean what you say what you mean, do what you say you're going to do, and if you're not ready to take the next step, say that too, right? Because that will benefit you the best. Okay, instead of being playing people or leading people on, that's really not good.